Hello dear viewers and welcome to our program coming to you every day on KTB2 channel Kuwait Maps. It is a variety and social program that sheds light on the out and about in the state of Kuwait, mainly the mechanism and workflow of the governmental institutions and key state bodies. With the aim of fulfilling our social responsibilities, Kuwait Maps is emphasizing on the privileges and services being provided by the local agencies, as well as highlighting the information and data being acquired by both citizens and residents. In this journey, we will take you to a new destination to explore another national entity that is crucially contributing in the process of pushing the wheel of progress in the state of Kuwait. Today, we will explore the nest of the Kuwait Ministry of Social Affairs. The Ministry of Social Affairs seeks to achieve social welfare for all citizens, provide social services to those who request them, specifically those with special needs, work on regulating employment at the governmental and civil levels, combat unemployment, train national workers, and settle labor complaints, as well as undertake matters related to social guidance and direction through publications, periodicals, and other media. The Ministry of Social Affairs also exercises its supervision and regulatory role and supervises the elections of the boards of directors of cooperative societies and public benefit societies, which in turn have recently become electronically managed. And now having with us Director of the Computer Department at the Ministry of Social Affairs, Mohammed bin Nikhi, tells us about the new electronically managed and new developments in the Ministry of Social Affairs.
وبفضل الله وبتوجيهات معالي وزيرة الشؤون الاجتماعية.
By the grace of God and under the directives of Her Excellency the Minister of Social Affairs, May Al-Baghli, and with the support of the Undersecretary of the Ministry of Social Affairs, Abdulaziz Al-Mtairi, the primary goal of the Ministry of Social Affairs and Labor is automated services, as the percentage of its services reached 70%, and huge projects have been implemented by the Ministry of Social Affairs that uses automated and electronic services related to the ministry. The biggest of these services and has the broader range of uses is the family care system, which specializes in offering services to 44,000 families and individuals in social and financial aid in this service system. This system is connected to many other state ministries and institutions for the benefit and ease of citizens, saving the efforts of providing documents manually, which before the system we used to ask individuals to provide documents from a number of institutions and ministries. But now, with this connection system, there is no longer a need for any citizens or residents to provide these documents, thanks to this connection system we established with other ministries. And also, one of the important applications is Awlawiyya app, which is addressed to the elderly people with the aim to issue civil cards for the elderly to use in government institutions and ease the process of the government-related transactions. regarding new projects that will be implemented. There is a project that we are working on the next period is providing new mechanisms for the documentation personnel, financial controllers, administrative controllers, and inspectors to ensure their rights and the rights of the other party to document cases and ensure transparency in all cases. In terms of the ministry's future plans and aspirations, in case the ministry finished all preparations for its systems, there will be no need for any individual to visit physically. Just download the application and get the full services by providing digital copies of any documents in the phone or personal computer. No paper, that means inside the ministry, the document cycle will be free of papers or signatures, only digital signatures for communication and messages inside the ministry.
Acting Under-Secretary of the Ministry of Social Affairs, Abdelaziz Al-Mtairi, confirmed that, keeping pace with the electronic and digital development locally and internationally, the ministry developed its services to aid by launching the Family and Care Automation System at the beginning of year 2018, with the aim of facilitating work and functional for the beneficiaries of the one hand, and on the other hand, controlling and checking on the beneficiaries' data electronically with the government agencies concerned with the distribution and the submission financial support.
For more information about the Ministry of Social Affairs and for the latest statements and news, you can visit their website to find the services, the e-services, and the smart services, and more. Having with us Director of the Family Nursery Department at the Ministry of Social Affairs, Dr. Khalid Al-Ajmi, tells us about the developments, activities, and efforts that they provide for the orphans in Kuwait.
There is no doubt the social care sector is a very important sector and a sector that is considered the first humanitarian sector in Kuwait because of the great services it provides. The social care sector, as I think everyone knows, provides services whether to the elderly or the sons of the care homes who are children with unknown parents, also for the juvenile and children with disabilities. Today, our talk is going to be about the family nursery management, which is the management that takes care of the child in the first place, and we have a law that regulates these operations. When talking about the family nursery management, means I'm talking about the children with unknown parents who were handed to us in our care homes. We have a large number of Kuwaiti families who want to embrace these children in their families, and the management of the family nursery has worked with great effort and in great artistic nature in trying to be the path of hope for the existence of these children with these families. Now, for the sake of the viewers, it is possible to simplify the information more for them. What is the role of the management of the family nursery, and what is my role, and where the child will go, and what are the consequences of this matter? It is simply any Kuwaiti citizens who has the desire to foster a child or help in this matter. All she or he has to do is apply directly to the Family Custody Department through the Fostering Department, which is the department concerned with these children. The request is studied comprehensively from the financial side, from the health point of view, and then from the living place. Then let's say the request is now approved. Upon approval, it is now the turn of this family. Now this family needs to wait 3 years because the number of applicants now has reached a large number. Praise to be God. This is another great aspect of humanity that is the Kuwaiti society is presenting. And this society, thanks to God, is interdependent in the first place. Our important story, also I would say beautiful, since children are a beautiful story, and the family nursery management knows exactly how to deal with children. So the department specialized in following up on the foster children of this family starts its continuous follow-up until the age of the child reaches 21 years old. It is followed up by psychologists and social workers who are trained in rehabilitation and follow-up of these children under specialized courses and very important courses on how to guide these families towards a healthy upbringing and making sure this child is suitable for integration with the family. This is the main point that we are working on in the management of the family nursery. Of course, we have a number of children who have not been fostered or adopted in families due to legal obstacles I don't want to indulge in since it's not our department. But we wait for these obstacles to be removed or find their mothers if they are from non-Kuwaiti mothers abroad. The presence of these children within the family nursery administration and within its children's management needs great work and efforts. So the family nursery department launched its famous project at the level of the Gulf countries, which is the Alternative Mother Project, a project developed to address the behaviors of these children by helping them towards adoption and compatibility. Now we have a number of mothers, not less than 5, who are present inside the children's home around the clock. We distribute these mothers to 5 boarding houses in the children's home. Each house consists of 1 age group for children, and we appointed the mothers as an alternative mother is a term, but in reality she is a real mother working on their upbringing, on qualifying them academically in cooperation with the supervisory and technical staff in the children's home so that we can reach a certain stage of psychological compatibility. We also have the family-friendly project. This is also a project that is no less important than the Alternative Mother project. The philosophy of the Friendly Family project came about through the children who could not be fostered, the child who could not be embraced for several years. We provided them with a friendly family to go to at the weekends or 2 or 3 days during the holidays. The child sits with them for a number of days, trying to get this family close to the child, to be their friend. And by the grace of God, the expectations and aspirations were great. Then we succeeded in this project because we found that some families are afraid of direct fostering and for a full time. So this project and with this system, we were able to enter the families through this child, and a large number of friendly families who fostered the children for temporary periods formally presented to foster the child over a lifetime. Of course, the most important question is that some people always repeat it on social media. What after 21 years? I mean, where will the child go? This child, if he is fostered, remains in the family. And I believe that the family does not abandon them, thank to God. I mean, there are now more than 655 foster children from Kuwaiti families. Of course, now perhaps the viewer listening and considering the idea of fostering a child, what is the process? The method is as follows. The family applies directly to the family nursery department located in the social care homes next to the United Nations roundabout. The family submits an application and indicates that they need to foster a child through a specialized department with a number of conditions. These conditions will be delivered to him or her during the submissions of the application. If these conditions applies, then the specialized researcher will visit the house and verify all these conditions, and based on this, these documents will be submitted to our competent authorities, and if it's approved, then he or she will be included among the names that will embrace a child. But because the number of applicants is a large number, but we ask the families to be patient because the number of children is not less than 10 per year, so with God's permission, in 3 years, a family can reach their time for adoption.
بإذن الله تعالى 3 سنوات الواحد يستطيع أن يصل إلى دوره.
And with that, dear viewers, we conclude today's episode. Join us tomorrow, same time, same place. Until then, stay tuned for more topics and updates that concern the society and benefit Kuwaiti citizens and residents as well.